in 3. In 2. I thought that was cooler.
And we appear to be live.
We do. Oh, man. I hate these missions. All of these missions.
Yeah, the underwater are not good.
They're slow paced. Let's do.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna take the. Were you gonna take? Is 5 the Persian one or wherever that is, the Middle Eastern one?
Yeah. Well, no. This is the This is the Wave Rider one.
Oh.
That's the first warp room. They give you like literally one of kind of each mission. This is a running away mission, a standard mission, and oh, did it tweet out automatically?
Oh shit.
Well, go.
I don't think so.
Go share that stuff, so people know.
What do I do? Link it to YouTube Gaming or just regular YouTube?
Just regular YouTube.
I think we need to prepare our openings better. I'm gonna say that lesson.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the awkward meandering for 2 minutes while we're like, I don't know, is anyone gonna want?
That's true.
It's not the greatest on repeats anyway. Like when no one's literally here right now. I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
how about while I figure out how to tweet this?
Yes.
Well, no, that's you know what, we should have tweeted it first.
Well, that was I forgot that we should probably have that prepped before we hit the play button.
Oopsie. Alright, what's happening? What should I say? What is happening, guys?
What is happening? We're playing
Gaming calm discussion stream asking.
Yes. Oops. We are definitely gaming for how much concentration this game takes. Because you don't really stand in one spot, you're always moving. These are definitely the weakest missions. I think there's 2 or 3 of them. I don't remember. It's that coral. There we go. I don't remember if the super spin works underwater. I think it does. Oh, these fucking things. Looks like something like a Power Rangers villain would fly around it. Just the huge eye. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so you're prepping, sending. Nothing good. Oh, shark, meat torpedo. Nope. They're like, no, you don't get to keep that.
Oh my god.
Yeah? Did you tweet it from the wrong thing?
No. Bandicoots. B-I-C-O-T.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. Was it? Is it not
Oh,
a
look
word?
at this.
It doesn't.
Google Chrome doesn't even
Google
know.
Chrome doesn't know Bandicoot's a word.
This is ridiculous.
This is called marsupial discrimination. That's what that is. Alright.
Should I hashtag it with anything or just straight up?
No. I don't think it needs any hashtags. There we go. Okay. I hope the volume is down because this thing is loud as hell. It's just all explosions. Hello.
Talking?
I'm talking. And there's the gem.
As long as you speak up, you're
Yeah.
definitely loud enough.
That right there, me trying to just hit that little fish, shows you how little control you have over this thing. Hey, give me that, thank you. Look at that. 2 perfect runs. If by perfect, I mean I've probably beaten this game 10 times. That's...
No.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's people.
Rest
They've
in
never
peace, Gears.
experienced. Yeah, they've never experienced Rumble. It wasn't even that loud, but it's just. It's not a pro gamer sounding, Tim. It's not pro streamer. How are we gonna?
We're not pro game streamers. Going for a Crash Bandicoot speedrun. And by speedrun, we mean...
Is this speedrun stream right now?
Speedrun stream, as we sit here and don't do anything fast.
Ooh wee.
You know, I do wonder what the optimum strategy would be. It probably would be...
Oh, I interrupted his awesome dance. My bad. Well, you know what? There we go.
You ruined it.
We'll get one facing the camera.
I think if you were to speedrun this game, you probably would just run through the first time. Like, if you were going for 100%. You'd probably just burn through the missions the first time and then go back and
Oh my god.
to get the gems.
Yes, I did. Okay.
It's we did. Yeah.
No. I almost thought I had
But
still
the
only
Indiegogo
had
link.
the Indiegogo copy. Yeah. Which I should probably read.
There we go. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm never going to say that again, even though I just said it there, because I listened to the stream when we were hosting, I guess a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, and or maybe it was last week. I said that like 75 times, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. So now I have to be conscious of it.
See, now you.
Although I think that one was okay because that was.
Oh yeah,
That was legit.
It can appear periodically.
But whatever. What I was saying is that if you were to speedrun Crash, you'd probably have to run through and get the crystal first, and then you would go back, and then you would try to get the gem on the time run, because you can get the gems on the time run if you're fast enough. And oh, sure, if you hit all the boxes, the rune run, or I guess it's called. So I'm guessing that's probably how speedrunners do it. I've never watched a speedrunner do Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, me neither. So don't have any of those pro tips.
I was probably just a little too young to be
Oh god.
with that stuff.
What is the sprint control?
I think it's just R1 is the speedy sprint.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
You got it. I tried L1 first.
Like, if you don't get every box, you're just not a pro gamer.
Yeah. Oh crap! I jumped too early, but I made it. That was like.
That was close. You failed.
No. Well,
Nope.
screw. No. Bonus
Nope.
lives.
Nope, you got any. I say, noob needs the life, not the gem. Okay.
Dude, I'm storing up for both of us. You know what I'm saying? This is a joint playthrough.
Exactly.
This is what team. Oh crap!
Oh, Mike, I earned that mask, and you just
And then
wasted
I just threw it
Look
away.
at that.
Thank God I got that extra life.
It's okay. There you go. I don't know who that guy is, but he's
An asshole.
just ruined his day, basically. He's like just popping up on the wall, and then you just basically hit him in the face. I remember, I think the first time I ever did this, I was kind of jump happy, and I jumped right over the crystal right there. And you just have to redo it.
Oh wee. Sad day.
But, oh, you know what's also funny? The Super Shoe
Oh,
works
dang it.
on in this level. The speedy run that you unlock. I call it Super
I
Shoe.
literally forgot about it already. Ooh wee.
But
Yeah. Sad.
as I say that again, which I gotta not say. All right. So we're gonna talk about some other stuff. We're hoping people will roll in and ask Colin-related questions. We're at 46%, which is not amazing, but it's good. So we're very thankful for all the people we have helping us out. Except for that one guy, you know who he is. Oh, cool, it did. It gave us a little alert. I was wondering what my phone was doing. There you go.
Give us an alert about what? Did it give us an alert that we are pro gaming?
Yeah,
gods?
it says we are the official pro gamers. The best.
Our best. Better than anyone else.
All right. So
you tell me when you want to play again versus you.
No. I'm
you,
talking
no, I
because I can't. I have trouble talking and playing at the same time when it's not like co-op where I can just sit there.
I'll do all these Coco levels. She's my original waifu, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooga Ooga and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring
Yeah, whatever,
them
Tiny.
to big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get cross.
Ooh,
I missed this game.
should have brought the voice cast up. I don't know.
It's
I don't know who that was.
I think most of it's Clancy Brown, isn't it? He like voices like 3 of them.
Yeah, I would believe that.
So, which he's the best. I think. Did they replace him later on? I know,
Yeah.
like Steve Bloom was like Crash for a little bit.
That's
which is pretty weird.
that is an off-brand Steve Bloom role. What is happening?
I don't know.
Okay, our TV just kicked out for a little bit there. Well, that
Oh, it's back.
and I missed the bomb though. Luck is on my side. Pro gamer.
There's a pause button for a reason. But
I do enjoy.
didn't even do it.
Seems the output of the. Maybe I should double check how well plugged in it is in the back of the TV or something because it didn't look like the stream was fine.
Yeah,
I
didn't see that hiccup at all. But I guess we should just talk about random other things we've been playing. I've been playing Far Cry 3, or more specifically,
Far Cry
5, and I beat it. And this is a spoiler, but they spoiled it with their promo materials, so I had it spoiled.
You know what? I hadn't been watching those, and you know what happens though when I get so engrossed in like a universe or whatever. Oh, well, how much?
Oh,
let's not. Well, no, I mean, but since the game hasn't even been out a full year, let's not. I don't know. Should we just spoil it?
Nobody's.
We could just. Well, we could do a half. Like,
all right, really
there is no. Because there are 2 endings. Did you see both of them?
No. I did not see the second.
You know the little choice you make at the end?
Yeah. Is that important?
Yeah, that will change the ending.
I didn't know.
Which choice did you make? Did you leave?
I resisted.
Apprehend him.
I tried to apprehend him. I pretty much fought them from every step of the way. That was my policy. Yeah. Like when John's torturing you and he's like trying to get you to say yes, I just was like, nope. And then when they were threatening to kill whoever it was, Jerome, Pastor Jerome, I just didn't do anything. I was like, basically, I thought like, what would I do if I had the courage to in real life, which would just be basically like not play the game. Basically, don't let them. They want you to make a choice, and you can't be blackmailed in doing that. So I figured, okay, that probably is the moral choice, and it works out really well until the very end. And then I don't know if what you choose decides that or not. But I think that was a little. Well, it would have surprised me a little bit. I think had I known, or just say had I not known already.
Is there a sprint?
No, no, you don't have it unlocked yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Because I'm rusty as. Okay, I'm trying. Hold on. That's right.
Yeah, R1 is your friend.
R1 is that.
Circle does it too, but R1's a lot more.
But triangle is just menu. Square is.
Triangle is your HUD. Squares. You don't have anything right now because like you'll get the bazooka later and you'll get the speed run.
L1.
Does this game have the sneak shoe? Is it this game? I think so.
I do enjoy how patient the.
Yeah, it's just. Well, it doesn't have good like peripheral lower vision, so it can't see you're down there.
Oh, for God's sake.
They really. I remember when I was a little kid and first playing this, I hated this level because of those lava jumps. Like, you have just enough space to jump over if you just do a regular jump. And obviously sliding into the lava is a problem. So, here you go. As I say that again, I'm just going to take a drink every time I say that. And then hopefully it'll go away.
Now, what are you drinking there? Are you drinking whiskey? You drinking water?
I'm drinking the most extreme gamer drink in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you guys all know what that is.
It's the official gamer food. Can I update this crap in midstream?
I don't know. Can you? Probably.
Well, we'll see. Well, I'm just gonna do it anyway. See what happens.
But
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Nope. Crash Bandicoot.
Nope. It's warped. Wow. I can't believe it had that option. I guess
changes are being saved. Okay.
Huh.
I actually can.
It's live. It live saves it.
There we go. Maybe we'll get a random person that just wants to watch Crash Bandicoot, and they'll be like,
I'm gonna tweet
disappointed
because we had a lot of people tweeting us, and then
we were a little late, but
we were like 10 minutes late.
20.
Okay, 20 minutes late.
Still, whatever. I don't know. Who are we competing with at 10? Oh,
I don't know.
As I screw up.
See, those nitro crates are worth extra points.
Just how do you? Go spin it. How are you supposed to destroy those without hurting yourself?
There's the exclamation point box at the end that blows all of them up.
That's how long it's been.
Yep.
Well, when was that me and you marathon these? That was like the first time I had played them in a long time.
Oh God, that was that during college we did that?
Yeah, it was like maybe late 2011, something like that, 2010. Yep.
I fully admit I could not beat Crash 1. I am really good at Crash 2, really good at Crash 3. I am not good at Crash 1. It was an utter disaster. Mike did beat it, but I couldn't get through it. So technically he won the speedrun.
Oh, weak. Yeah, I won the whole thing, but still, I don't know. You're pimped. I think you.
I think by like the end of Crash
100%'ed,
3, I had
You had 100. No, I think you did 2 also, didn't you? Go
yeah,
back
100% it too as well. Well, I just got when you're just kind of in the zone, it just you get really fast. So there you go. All right. All right. I'm tweeting our stream.
Oh wow, that was. Oh wait, this one. I forgot. The bonus stage just goes back to where it started. I don't know why my brain had like gone around.
Well, because there's the platforms, especially in 2, that take you like really far and stuff like that.
All right, can I execute this?
Can you do it? Well, you already missed some boxes, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Super jump, and then you can get up to it.
I can. Sweet. Oops. Wow, whatever.
Oh well.
Nope.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Oh, you can. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna try and bounce on top of it like a pin.
I think that's what they're training you for. I think that's
Yeah.
why that's there. But you'll have to do that later. Wait. But yeah, so Far Cry 5, I basically.
Oh, we got a watcher. Howdy there, Rowdy Texan.
Oh, hey,
No,
Brad Texan.
on one
We
of
see
the-
you on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, it is
We
Twitter.
appreciate your fandom and retweeting our stuff. Very appreciated. Yeah, so I'm going back. I'm gonna try the New Game Plus. It's fun. I had that stack of games you lent me, and like I've been mostly playing Far Cry 5. Well, I should say only playing Far Cry 5 because I'm just kind of hooked. And what I was saying before about being a little bit hollow is the. I thought you had missed boxes. I guess you didn't.
I guess I'm the greatest, and we didn't even know. No.
I had missed. You kind of spend the whole time. With the ending, felt like it was completely out of your control, and it was a little not that satisfying because like I went out of my way to like secure this little part of Montana, and then it literally ends up being for nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely not a
and that wasn't
viscerally satisfying.
No
Possibility of it. And
it was cool, but it wasn't. I did feel a little bit hollow, but. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that.
Yeah,
it almost made me not want to go and do a New Game Plus because I was like, oh, this is how it's going to end. But you're saying there's a second ending, so...
Oh, well, yeah, it's also... It's not as crazy as the
Does
one
it
you did
prevent
see,
what happens?
It's not addressed. Yeah, I will say what happens in the one you saw doesn't happen in that, but
Okay.
it's still not. It's still a dark ending. Like there's no happy.
Well,
there's no traditionally satisfying kind of ending.
yeah, it was... The theme is sort of despair. Well, one of the really cool things is, like, even after Faith's gone, when you're swimming on the Bliss, you can, like, hear whispers and stuff. That's definitely a game that's worth playing with headphones on. It's got some really creepy audio dynamics to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the especially like the brainwashing sequences.
Oh, you can spin them, by the way, which I didn't know until probably 10 years after the game.
Nice.
So
you just keep avoiding him.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you just run away from
remember.
him. Eventually, he sticks his thing in the ground, and then you just hit him. And it just gets a little longer each time. That's all. This is. Let's just say this is a hard boss battle if you don't know that you can spin the lions.
Nah, look at Crash. Look at what an acrobatic pimp he is.
Yeah.
Look at that. He doesn't even need that.
And then, and this part's hilarious when you have the speed shoe because he literally there's no way for him to catch you. Because you just zip from one corner to the other. It doesn't
Could you
matter.
imagine going to being a gladiatorial scientist? Oh wait, shit. Alright,
Gladiatorial scientist?
X button to jump and press. Oh, the belly.
Is that the
flop.
body slam?
Yeah.
Which, actually,
Well,
that's
look at-
kind of
I
interesting
don't know, look
because
at
they
it.
added that in 2.
The only people with tall faces and big circular glasses are scientists. Clearly.
Well
So
done,
that must be
Well,
what that audience
by
was.
defeating Tiny.
Well, that's
Now,
his robots.
to the next
His
time travel area.
Oh yeah.
Because all his dudes are like robotic.
Twister, and save your progress if you wish. From there,
Save your
you will
progress.
see that the gate to the
Look at him
second
breaking
time
fourth wall
travel
before
area
Kojima was doing it.
is now
Actually, this game was
Yeah.
afterward, I think. When was... Crash 3 was like 2000.
No.
No?
It said 98 on the pull-down menu.
Oh, so maybe it was before
or it was maybe contemporary with it.
temporary. So, yeah. So, I will say
yeah.
Far Cry 5 suffers from. There's really not enough of a weapon selection, and the customization you can do is not as detailed as it probably should be. I was a little disappointed that there's no. Kind of everything is a military arm, and I think that's a problem because you don't work up. Like, okay, now you don't start off with like here's your bolt action rifle and then here's your like semi-auto AR-15. You don't work up from that. They give you the AR. It's a 16-inch AR like you would see with like Magpul furniture, and it just has full auto and burst fire. And for me, that kind of ruined a little bit of the immersion because it was like. Normally, you know, like I kind of felt like I was in rural Montana, and then like they're like, oh well, yeah, everybody just has machine guns. Hope that's
right.
And that was kind of lame. Like I kind of wish that was an upgrade that you could purchase. And then what that did is that made the AR-15. I did buy a full like upgraded, and it's too weak to play there on. Like you just can't really use it on the harder difficulties in the harder missions, which is super lame.
Yeah, you'd have to get a lot of.
You can use the AK. The AK still has enough power.
Yeah, I remember
Which
in the new Game Plus. I think that's
the AK
pretty
is
much
a
what
lot
I. That was my
Well,
primary instrument.
honestly, the best weapon I've
I
found
just
so
call it
far.
it is an instrument.
It is an
Yeah.
instrument.
Yeah.
The best weapon I found so far is the saw, with a suppressor and a
Really?
red dot. Yeah,
I
that's
It must be
surprisingly good.
Although
It reminded me of the
Not to-
SOP mod
not-
M4.
Not to
in,
imply
Call of Duty.
anything about your accuracy, but I love using a variety of stuff, but I always, in shooter games, tend more towards, like, sniper, like, single-shot precision
Well,
weapons.
that's what I'm rolling right now. I'm rolling a precision bolt action 50 and the saw. And,
yeah, I just like the M60 a lot more. I felt
the
like...
the 60 hits harder, and I think the 60's more fun in a lot of ways, but it definitely does more damage to vehicles. That's like if you're trying to shoot down aircraft, the 60's a lot better. But
yeah, that's true. It might have been
the saw, when you put the suppressor on it, it pretty much there's almost no muzzle climb. So if you crouch and you lock onto the target, you can just pound it with so many rounds. It doesn't matter that the 60 hits harder.
I love that his arms kind of stay there while...
Yeah, well,
so
imagine how fast
maybe
you'd
it's
have to-
been his face and nose this whole time. Maybe it's actually just his head dipped down and he's...
I think that's his feet that are swinging out there. I don't know.
No, you can...
It's hard to see.
Yeah, you can see his feet at the bottom, like...
Yeah, well, then what's spinning? Does he have one arm, maybe? Yeah, it switches to one arm. Of course, how he's spinning in place, who knows?
Or it's just they were like, it just looks funny, who cares?
Yep.
It's fun. Oh,
Oh, the monkey bastard.
fuck you.
Oh, yeah, that's what... I forgot. There's some enemies in this that, like, they want you to, like, be hard to approach in a certain way, and you can just skid them and kill them. I think when I was younger, I did not utilize the skid as much, and
Yeah, I
that's
can't even
that's
remember.
Crash's most powerful move.
Yeah, look at that.
Crash for Smash. I would definitely play him for Smash.
Oh, that is... Thank you for lurking.
Thank you for lurking.
If you have any
Appreciate it.
questions... Well, you said BRB, so we're...
Oh,
he's
there
probably
you go.
might not even be there right now.
Share the link. For whatever reason, when we tweet out we're going to stream, we get a lot of people retweeting. And then when we do stream and we tweet out with the stream link, it, like, disappears. And we don't get anybody. So... That's okay.
Do you think the link has anything to do with that?
I don't know. No, because...
Do you think we should try one with just no link and just say it on our YouTube channel? You know what I mean? Just, like, say it
Maybe.
and see if that gets treated indifferently?
Oh.
Oh, okay, you don't have to
Oh, you
go
gotta go get
inside.
the thing before it turns into a brick.
Oh, yeah. So start going.
Oh. Wasn't that... Yeah, in 2 you do this in the sewers, right? This was the replacement for the sewer levels, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of, well, gameplay themes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there's a...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You can even...
Yeah, I forget. There's a
You
couple
can-
enemies that you can dodge by doing that.
I
don't remember which ones.
Workout regimen. Dude, speaking of Metal Gear, you know what? Kojima officially was a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. He was like, hey,
yeah.
you know what? I love doing pull-ups here. You know what we're going to do for Metal Gear Solid 2?
Pull-ups.
You know it.
That was funny, the little RPG elements in MGS2. I kind of wish they had brought that back for 5, I guess I'm thinking of.
Oh shit! Oh my god,
So
it's
you
fucked up.
can super jump on top of it? Oh, no, just jump from the platform on the right. That's how you get it. First you gotta kill that thing, though. There you go. Alright.
Yeah, no, I still screw up. Oops. Oh yeah, there.
Yeah, it's got the... Which, I don't remember if that does anything. There used to be enemies in, I think, 2 you could only kill with the body slam. But maybe I'm wrong about that. The game definitely underutilizes its enemy types.
Oop.
Oh, you have to get a TNT. It's just hard.
Fuck. Yes!
Oh! Oh, man.
I hesitated, and
That was
but
close.
I got lucky.
You got it, though. Alright.
No, still no.
Nope. There it was. There it was. Yeah, so I found the
You think we have enough
saw-
lives? Sorry, 29. I just wanted to know if 29
29,
lives is going to be
yeah.
enough for us to not
I think
fail.
we're gonna make it.
Nice. Oh, I literally almost just ran straight off this. Like, literally as I was joking about that.
Just completely. Well, we
I could have played it off as a joke, like, oh yeah, I was memeing, see, because I was just like, oh, alright. But no, I just did that for real. Alright, well.
Great. But, what am I thinking of? Yeah, so you found the 60... I mean, what did your loadout
Maybe I didn't
consist
try
of?
the saw long enough. I think it...
No, when you first get the saw, like, if you're talking stock to stock, the 60's better. But once you put the suppressor on it and the muzzle climb disappears, the saw is way better. Tactically, at least. So...
Yeah, maybe I just needed to give it another chance. I don't know if I put a suppressor on it or not. What is that? Where is this box? It was in some weird void. Where I
Yeah.
couldn't-
Now,
Oops.
is it going to give you... Did you die yet? I don't know. Because I think that's how you get the death platform. Or you must have, because... Huh. Alright. But... So, yeah, so
Tell me when
So,
you-
okay, what was your loadout, typically?
Oh, most commonly long-range 50, some kind of full auto, like either an SMG or probably the AK.
I was
the end
very pleased with the MAC-10. I thought that was... With SMG
Oh, yeah,
11,
it would depend.
that was very good,
If
and
I had
was
the
happy.
AK, sometimes it would be often like the MAC-10, or maybe sometimes I'd have the SMG in one of the full-size slots, and then like a like the I don't know, the 226, or occasionally that Magnum, or I don't know, whatever. some type of shooty thing. Oh, is this telling me I'm not fast enough? For it?
I would run in the secondary slot the M79, which, so even though the gun's the grenade launcher,
No, I know.
even though that was not like
Speaking of Naughty Dog,
yeah.
sorry, Uncharted, that was like the
Oh, yeah,
main like explosive weapon,
yeah,
or at least in
M79.
the first one.
The first one, yeah. And then they switched it to like a.
Oh
MGL,
yeah,
I
that
think.
like China Lake, whatever. I don't know. What,
No.
that's what
I
they
think it was
call
just the MGL.
Oh,
Was it the China Lake's the pump action? Or was that in?
or that's in 4, at least.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
trying to
4.
remember.
Okay, well
which
there you
one.
go. Oh, those you can break. That's what you got to do the body slam for. I remember.
Oh man.
The iron boxes.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Look at this teamwork, buddy.
And you
Everybody.
body slam the nitro too, right? Okay. This asshole.
Oops. Oh no.
No, you got him. Somehow. I guess
Yeah,
he shot over
probably
you.
shouldn't have given it to me because I
Yeah,
was feeling the spirit of Crash. You know?
but...
Oh, come on.
So
Come
I
on.
would use the M79. The reason for the M79 was basically... There was so much... Like, a vehicle shows up, and I don't have time to whip out the rocket launcher, which the guided launcher is really kind of what you need. There's kind of no reason to not have that over the RPG. No, like the RPG just isn't. It's just inferior, which is kind of sucks because like I wish that the RPG had like more heads or something. Like there would be some sort of advantage to using the RPG, but there's really not. You can get it. You don't have to skid jump. Just stand next to it. Hold crouch. Hold the crouch button.
Oh right.
There you go.
I forgot it.
Yep.
Wow. I need to relearn everything.
That's how you do it. I gotta go get that thing before it expires. But the M79, like I found, like for instance, like when you come across a silo or something, like just having the M79 just point and blow it up, or like oh shit, a pickup truck's coming and it's too close to whip out the rocket launcher with the lock and everything. It just whip out the M79. It pretty much handles it.
That's true.
So,
I didn't.
It was more of a tool of convenience. Also, when you're in the helicopter, you can actually shoot through the helicopter, like when you look around.
Oh yeah.
So when you're like a passenger, and having the M79 in when you're a passenger in a chopper or in a car, just basically it's just like having, or when you're a driver too, because it counts one-handed. Pretty much you turn every car into having a grenade launcher forward-firing weapon, and that's really powerful. So it was definitely a tool.
I think I came around to it later. I didn't like the.
When I first used it, I didn't like it. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't like it at first, but it's just a little too useful.
Well, did you come around to remote mines or not really?
Oh yeah, no, I do love those, but I found the M79 kind of gets the job done sometimes, except for against enemies. Against enemies, definitely the remote mines are where it's at.
I was just constantly throwing remote mines at everything, including vehicles. So that's probably why I never really.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily needed to even do it, but yeah, so there was like a lot of different, there just wasn't quite enough weapon selection. I think that was my main problem with Far Cry in a lot of ways, because you can't, you kind of have seen everything, and there's not enough of a selection to be able to kind of get the true flavor of stuff. No. You have to jump across, hit that first.
Oh,
jump
of
back.
Course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta hold X2 too.
Oh. You have to go across.
Yeah.
Got it. Damn. That was like my inclination. I should have asked you, like, if
That's alright.
you can't redo them, right?
I don't know if you can redo them.
Oh,
you can.
wow. That's
But it does
funny.
count towards the skull run if you die during the bonus level. And obviously you lose your mask.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that too.
Our great mask. Sudomaga, as we were introduced to.
So that was kind of one of my issues with the game was just there was a little bit of staleness. I think what I'm gonna do is challenge myself when I go to I don't know, maybe I'll go to Jacob's region and I'll just do like 45-70 lever action with no optics, no nothing.
Oh yeah,
And then I'll do the bolt action 308 with the and then jump back. Or, yeah, because there's a box up top you gotta get to.
Wait, can I get that one?
That'll be these.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that works somehow.
yeah, I think that's a yeah. So you have to do it. But so yeah, I think I'll do that, and then I'll take like the 44 Magnum revolver. I did try the hardballer, the extended 1911. It's I wish you could change the color of it because it looks really cheesy. I wish you could.
Is it gold plated, that one?
Yeah, it's gold. It's like a cheesy gold plate, and I wish it could be like the polished steel like Hitman's got, which would have been really cool. But they didn't have
47. No way.
Yeah. But can you? I don't know.
Can you spin the gem?
I don't
away,
know.
Crystal away?
Probably not. They probably wouldn't let you do that.
Probably not, but I don't know. It would be funny.
And that should do it. Yep,
Ooh-wee.
you got it. But yeah, the hardballer, it does hit a little harder than the standard 1911.
Really?
Yeah,
That is cool.
and it's a little more accurate. So like I put the scope on it, but that's the thing. Like you can't put like laser sights on it. You can't. The semi-automatic weapons are really weak, I think. Except for like, for instance, the M14 or the MS16. I don't know why they call it that, but it's an M1A. You can't put it in select fire, despite it looking like. I think it's got the little thing like an M14. But like that would have been nice if you could upgrade that to make that select fire. Even though that's not very useful in real life. But, like, it doesn't hit very hard. There's no reason to use that over, like, the semi-auto sniper. Because it's not that... I guess there's more damage. Maybe. Or I should say, there's more ammo. it felt fun to use, but like it didn't hit like a 308. It hit like it kind of hit like it didn't hit even like as hard as the AK, which was kind of lame. Like
yeah, I think
like
they had the damage at like 5 and 6 for the AK. Or something
yeah,
like that.
which is, I mean, I don't know why the AK is like mythical in video games and it like hits like so hard. It's not. I think they just look at like bullet diameter, but no, but that doesn't make any sense either because the 308s are so weak. Like the M1A should have been the semi-auto. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't mind the fact that like the upgrades were expensive because it made them a little more special. Mm-hmm. But you couldn't do things like, oh, make it draw quicker by putting carbon fiber stock on it, or make it a little steadier by like putting a bipod on it. Like, you couldn't really. You couldn't do stuff that I think people would have out in Montana, you know, like when I like there's not a lot of like the ARs, for example, like it's like okay, it comes with full auto already, which is already something that would be a difficult modification to make. I mean, not impossible, obviously, but definitely difficult. They don't mention the fact that like you would need a heavier barrel, you would need a full auto bolt. There's like all this, so they just skip all that and just every AR is full auto capable. Okay, but then you can put a suppressor on it and a scope, and then they extended mags. But that's really it, which doesn't really get the character of what you're trying to do. And you run into the AR so much, which was kind of disappointing. Like the enemies didn't really have AKs. I played on normal. I mean, I don't know if they get them later, or I should get them on harder difficulties.
Come on!
Oh no! You got the gem.
Yeah,
You should be happy.
I was going for it. So
Yeah.
maybe I was being a little too cautious to try to make sure I got it.
That's something they could have added in this game, was just like a restart race option, because you got to jump back in each time.
Look how happy Crash is for that gem.
Yeah.
He's happy.
But what was I saying? Yeah, so like you can't really. That would have been really nice if you could customize the ARs more, like because. I own an AR. I own a Magpul AR, and I got you know the carry handle on the top, and it's like more of kind of like it's standard M4 gas block. There's nothing super complicated about it, but it's an affordable gun. And it would have been kind of cool if you started off with like, here's your budget AR, and then here's all the cool stuff you can do to it. And because you see that gun so much,
yeah, yeah, you're right. For a game that's designed to be kind of this long. Like a big
like you kind of run out of stuff. That was weird.
odds.
That was odds. You kind of you run out of stuff. You've decided your play style by the time well before you run out of options to explore. And the other thing is like the 50 caliber sniper rifle. I mean, that's pretty much available right off the bat. They have those prestige ones, but pretty much you get it right off the bat. And then once you get that, I used the 308 sniper rifle, and that was a lot of fun, except that there was no reason to use that over the 50 cal. There was no reason at all. Like the 50 cal, it hit harder. It was a better. The ammo wasn't really that much of a problem.
I didn't know how you're supposed to do it.
You're just supposed to jump on them.
Oh right,
you just bounce
that's
on
how
them.
you could do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if there was a fancy thing with the slide. I was just you just slide over them and they sort of like collapse out from under you, but like as you're going, you know what I mean?
No. If you slide, it just breaks them.
Well,
and then the TNTs detonate
that,
each other, so you don't even have to jump on them.
No, I know, but I just want.
You just like to bounce. There you go. You were really good at this in one. The crate bouncing. I was terrible at it. I prefer direct attack. I'm not Mario jump arc. So there you go. Now you jump on top and then bounce up top.
Ooh.
I don't know if you can tell what you were supposed to do. You're supposed to break bottom one.
Yeah, I was actually trying to do that. I hit jump and I like caught the lip of that somehow. I was just like,
gotcha.
Lost my touch in my old age, man.
So whatever. That's my complaint with Far Cry 5. It felt a little. The interface felt a little rushed.
Oh, for God's sake! Woo wee! Thank God we got them 82 lives or whatever.
Yeah. But that's whatever. That was my experience with Far Cry 5. I still really like it. I'm gonna give it a shot on Insane, where maybe the immersion is not as important as much as the kind of tactical. There's a couple times I just got lost in the woods, and I really enjoyed that. It sounds stupid, but like the wilderness was very beautifully rendered. Hunting was a lot of fun in that game. The animals are definitely way overpowered. That's
that was
that's a little rough.
I see what I'm trying, because the thing is, I played it 3 times because it was before the. I already told you this, but I guess if anyone watches the stream back, oh, I see. Oh well, too late.
Well, if you kill yourself, you can try again.
Fuck it. So I don't care.
You don't want that gem? Oh,
I don't give a shit.
oh, he's giving up on the gems.
Crash doesn't give a shit this
It's
time.
over.
This is a sequel.
Crash
3. I don't give a fuck.
Throws the gems. Just
Crash
throws
3
them right in the trash when he gets them.
It was originally subtitled, because I'm a Naughty Dog trivia buff. Crash 3. My name is Saad.
My name is Saad.
That was the original concept for it. And you know,
fucking monkey.
fuck you.
Oh, you know you can beat
Die.
the shit out of him. Did you know that? Keep jumping on him. Eventually, he gives you lives or something. Or no, maybe it's the dog that gives you lives eventually. I know the monkey does something. I do wish with that little lever you get to use that mechanic later, because you can keep spinning the lever and it keeps it just keeps dropping those bricks.
Going into the lights like wrecks you, right?
It shoots the darts at you. You can skid under it, but you can't crawl under it. I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't remember.
Oh shit! I don't know why I was guessing the timing was that close. That was weird. I don't know why I did that.
Well,
That was dumb.
Neo
Geo, man.
Neo Geo.
Does that mean I
That's
get
his
another
name. The great Neo Geo, enemy of.
Enemy
You know,
enemy
Cortex
of
doesn't
Karsh
get
and
enough
Bandicoot.
love. Like Eggman gets love, and what's his face? The guy from Mega Man, whose name escapes me at the moment.
That is Eggman. What do you mean?
Is that Eggman?
Oh, from Mega Man.
Mega
Sorry,
Man. No, you're
wow.
thinking of
Yeah,
Sonic.
I literally had it in my. Okay, wow.
Dr. Riley or Wiley.
Oh yeah.
Like
Dr. Wiley.
they get a lot of love. Maybe it's because there's like so many games, and they also have the TV shows. But Cortex he's my favorite. I mean, some of it's nostalgia, but like Clancy Brown is really funny.
Yeah.
And Cortex is he's just a lot of fun. So
All right, we're gonna do it, baby.
wait, but yeah, okay. And I keep finishing my thought, and that's Far Cry 5. You cannot make that jump until you have super spinning,
You think I can't do it?
which
You
is,
think I
actually means you
cannot
can't
do
get the
this?
gem until you have super spin. I don't think you can make it. Oh wait, no, there is a way. If you
Slide jump wouldn't do it.
I think that center thing, if you like hug it, you can kind of like on the other
Over
side
there.
of it. I don't know.
Oh, like if you did basically this kind of thing. On the
Yeah,
other side.
I think you can. Yeah. That's one way to kind of cheat it. But you have to do the mission forward, and you have to do one of these paths forward and backwards, so you can go back and get the boxes. So when you're doing a gem run, go for it. Yeah, see.
Oh, we
But I don't know if you'll be able to actually.
do anything. No.
Yeah. No, you have to not die, and then that door opens. So that's. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think you're supposed to do that after the fact.
I can't. I've not been able. There we go.
No, I wasn't
missing
hitting them
those
earlier
ones.
either. I was just bouncing them one. So,
Oh shit!
bye.
Man, see, I'm feeling like awesome about myself, and then I decide to start getting cocky, and I haven't played this game in long enough. Clearly, or shouldn't be doing that.
Okay. I guess I should share my Battlefield theory, which I may actually just do like a regular video on. Yeah, look at that. It like chickened out there.
I think it's if you get far enough, like camera wise, like
It just doesn't.
it won't close on the camera or something. I don't know.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's because like they couldn't get it to stop blocking the camera.
Maybe something.
That's weird though. So anyway,
I already lost it.
Yeah, you already lost it.
Shit.
ancient Egyptian flamethrowers.
Yeah. Neo, you nailed it, buddy.
Cobra.
That's why you are the one. You are the Matrix.
I think the music in this game probably.
Oh
sells
shit!
the
Damn it!
most.
See, I'm like,
You
I'm
doing?
just like assuming that you can speedrun it, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll just figure it out.
No,
Fine.
you have to.
Nope.
I mean, there are when you have the spin, you can cheat a lot of those spots where you just like touch one thing, super jump, and then fly across. But before you have that, you got to do it really conventionally. That was close.
Got him.
Actually, I don't know if you even need to do it that way. Fun last challenge just to piss you off. Yeah, there's definitely
72 out of
boxes on
95,
the other
little,
path.
You wanna play?
No. I'm okay. But so we only have Rowdy Texan in here. I don't know what's with these tweeting and whatnot. It doesn't seem to work. But we'll still do stuff. Get emails from GoDaddy. Oh, Mike, did I text? I texted you something, or I emailed you something. I don't know if you got it or not. It's a minor announcement, which is not the announcement I wanted to do. We're going to be on Comixology Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
They were finally processed.
As in next Wednesday, I would assume.
No, 19th.
Yeah, today's Thursday.
Yeah, so the next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I'm thinking next.
I'm saying I was making sure that. Sorry, I didn't know when you emailed it to me, so I was making sure that we.
Yeah, no, that was this morning. I found out.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, finally, it took them a really long time. We submitted a while ago, and that is where it can be purchased, so we can be supported, which is cool.
Yeah.
But you can always get a physical copy through our Indiegogo, which is what we're really hoping to be successful at. But yeah, so that's going to be the case. I should have a link. I checked the link they gave me. It doesn't go anywhere right now, so I'm guessing that won't be active until Wednesday. And then I'll share that, and then hopefully, I think Brian was telling me, he was saying he doesn't like that our comic is free. He said because that makes it kind of devalues it. I don't know if I agree with that, but we're trying the other way now. So
No, I think he has a.
he's got a point. I mean, his thing's never been free, and he's doing a lot better than we are. So there's something to that. But we're for now, at least for this campaign, we will keep it up for free on Comic Central so that people can view it. Also, it says it in all of our literature for the Indiegogo, and I'd rather not change that after the fact. So, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Ruined it already.
First one.
First box. Or I guess second box.
Is Chinese Neo-Cortex Scroll racist? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Cortex has a race. He's just, whatever race is big
That's
heads.
true. Why did I assume that he wasn't Chinese?
He might... Is he a cyborg? I don't think he's a cyborg, is he? Those guys are cyborgs. I do love how he went out of his way to program Fu Manchus for them, though. That's definitely appreciated.
Come on, boss. Oh, I forgot sprint. Sprint jump, duh.
Yep, that's how you do
So
it.
used to not having a sprint anymore that I...
Man, these...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those guys, yep.
They dive.
Ooh, this is not
This is
satisfying.
a realistic depiction of medieval China
Yeah.
with dragons and people with water. It's probably...
Okay, I'll get real. Then you gotta take it over from me. I'm getting...
Alright.
Something about having to... Now that it's recorded forever.
Alright.
It's,
So here's my Battlefield plan.
Oh, yeah.
Theory. I'm gonna try to wrap it up as quick as possible.
I could cut out an edit of this. If you want to try to word it well.
Maybe. Okay, you know
we
what?
can-
I'll
we
then
can
I
make
will...
a little- oh, man.
I don't know what you're doing, man. It doesn't matter.
Or we can
You already
re-record one. I
Well,
think it can be.
I might just do my own video or something.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
But point being, I think, and I think what hit me when
You want to go back to the Battlefield 5? Oh, for fuck's sake! Kamikaze, boy. Hi, I'm from Japan. Kamikaze. There we go.
I'm sure
I'm the racist.
Chinese appreciate
The
that.
secret all the time. We finally revealed.
Didn't even take him out. He just took the tiger like a champ. He didn't even care.
Yeah.
Oh, you can sprint through those barrels.
Oh,
Which, again, something I didn't learn until 10 years after I beat the game.
same here. Well, I guess more than 10.
But, okay, so the theory is about Battlefield 5 and why it's such a it's such a clusterfuck, and why they've been having a lot of problems, and it's not doing well, and it's not selling well, and they were insulting their fans, and the aesthetic seems all wrong. And this is my theory. There was a plan to make Battlefield 2143. And that plan started probably back in 2011. When did Battlefield 3 come out? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah,
Or 2012, maybe.
2012,
maybe, or
2011.
2012, something like that.
I'm fairly certain, because they dropped hints to 2143 in Battlefield 3. Now, a couple things happened. Battlefield 4 came out, and it was a mess, because it was rushed. But what happened with Battlefield 4 is, I believe Battlefield 4 was supposed to be Battlefield 2042. The technology, if you listen to the theme, it's got even more of like a techno-ness to Battlefield 3, and it didn't really match the aesthetic in Battlefield 3. That was one of the complaints about the soundtrack. At least that was definitely a complaint I had. Was the kind of the theme was cool, but the rest of the music wasn't anything special. Like I don't know if you guys have ever heard Bad Company or Bad Company 2 soundtrack. And the original Battlefield soundtrack, they're fantastic. But the new one for 3 wasn't that good, and then 4, it didn't match the aesthetic even more. But the way the technology is laid out in Battlefield 4, it's really Battlefield 2042. That's really what it is. And if you look at the map packs they did, particularly the 2142 themed map pack they did at the end, where there's like a bunch of Arctic levels, and there's all this experimental technology, excluding experimental Titan from 2142, and the hover tanks and all this other cool stuff. And then suddenly the game makes a lot more sense as Battlefield 2042, and not Battlefield 4. But some suit at EA probably said, no, you got to put a number behind it, because it has to be. That's what Call of Duty does.
I'm
that's
dumb.
it.
Sorry, we ain't cutting this one out because I couldn't. How do I not react to this? Did you?
Yeah, no, this is frustrating. Old PS1 rules.
Oh,
You're still in like 5th, so birds.
Crash had to
that
just
bird
take-
had Death Wish.
Had to just take the dive out of shame. All right, well,
Right.
there we go. So 4 maybe was 20.
I believe 2040. That's what 4 was.
Oh, 20.
Battlefield 2040. Because one of the things is in the lore of Battlefield 2142, something happens that drives essentially the Chinese and the Russians together to form the Pan-Asian Coalition. There's 4 main countries out of the Pan-Asian Coalition. It's Japan, China, Russia, and I think Korea is I believe Korea is number 4. And I don't know if anybody doesn't know basically the plot of 2142 is that basically the Ice Age returns, which is actually a real thing, which is kind of interesting, but it's really, really, really bad. And essentially they end up fighting over land. And the Europeans team up and the Asians team up, and they end up fighting each other. And all the battlefields, and here's what's crazy, all the battlefields in 2142 are battlefields from World War I. So 2042 comes out, which is Battlefield 4. And despite its problems, it still had, let's just say it was supposed to be themed 2042. And they lay the groundwork for the Pan-Asian Coalition. Now, I'm sure some suit stopped them from calling it 2042 because somebody said, "Oh, Battlefield 4 is a name test better," or something. But the point is that they lay all the seeds for that. The next thing they do is they do Battlefield 1. Now, Battlefield 1 is well received because, first of all, it comes out against one of the worst received Call of Duties of all time. But that comes out, and we're ignoring Hardline. Hardline's like a secondary. So Battlefield 1 comes out. It's got a lot of the same maps from... Oh, Dingo Dow wants to interrupt.
Oh, wow.
He's mad.
He's doing it for Australia, baby. That's how we...
What's his boss battle on this one? Oh, you know why I always think this is 2? Because the penguins are from 2.
Yeah, the snow...
The snow makes me
This
think.
area is very straight out of 2.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny.
Yo!
Who else
Thank you
is
for
back?
coming back, buddy.
Welcome back
Made it.
to Brad and Texas.
Just in time for
So-
a crocodile with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
God, I haven't played any of these boss battles in so long. I kind of don't.
These
You
are
just, like,
classics.
lure 'em
You
out.
just you just
Yeah.
let him shoot, and then just make sure you can if you can get in, just make sure you can get out, and don't let him clear the whole thing out because then he'll just reset it. There you go. And you got it. You basically do that 3 times.
Wait, does it?
Which reminds me a lot of the Kimono Brothers Battlefield from 2.
The what?
The Kimono Brothers, the guy, the Kimono, Komodo. They're 2 Komodo dragons. They got one of the best boss music, I think, in Crash. It's really cool. Okay, so Battlefield 1 comes out. Battlefield 1 mechanically is very similar to 2142. There's one other thing I should mention. In Battlefield 4, one of the biggest problems is the subclass system. They stick with 4 classes, but they have basically 2 or 3 subclasses under each class, and it ends up just being a clusterfuck. As opposed to in Battlefield 3, where it was already becoming a problem, where there was about 2 classes under each, but everybody, it was for the most part the medic was a medic, but in Battlefield 4 they kind of broke that rule. Well, Battlefield 1 they kind of went and refined what they were doing. And it's more reminiscent of the tech tree from... You see, in Battlefield 2142, that was the first game that only had 4 classes in Battlefield. And you basically... You worked on each class, and you went down a tech tree. And you had to upgrade that. And that was the only way to unlock stuff, was to go down the tech tree. Now, it was a little lacking, but it was way ahead of its time. And what that did is that forced people to basically choose, not even knowing what they're doing, go in and choose different play styles. And so you basically had 4 classes to choose from, but those 4 classes were the tech trees you worked on. And you had to go, I think you had to complete a tree before you could go back and try to go down another tree. And for the most part, you couldn't mix and match. And what that meant was that there was 8 classes of people, of fighters. And this is coming off Battlefield 2, where there was 5 or 6. So now with 8, it makes a little more sense that they basically upgraded it and they made it really diverse. So Battlefield 1, they kind of refined that. There's 6 classes because there's a tanker class, there's a pilot class. Actually, there's a cavalry class. There's actually 7 classes, and all those things are. And then there's also the what's it called? The not Titans, the big Zeppelins, the blimps. Which the Zeppelin battle mode is straight out of 2142 with the Titan battle mode. Only that it's not really. It's not quite as intense. You don't have to fight on the Titan like you did in 2142, which was everybody's favorite thing, and I think that was my favorite thing, was the Titan. I thought that was what made it really unique. But if you look at Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4 as preparation in terms of introducing gameplay elements for 2143, or 2142 for lack of a better explanation.
Crash.
Oh, stop talking.
If you have already retrieved.
All right, so I'll just keep going. If you look at those as preparation.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, there we go.
Mute him. He's dead.
If you look at them as preparation for what says this? Battlefield 3 was the last one I played on occasion. 2142 I didn't play. Not a lot of people played 2142. In fact, I didn't play it as much as I played Battlefield 2. My computer really couldn't handle it at the time. And also, I wasn't very good when I was younger, so it was definitely a more frustrating and less forgiving game than Battlefield 2. But it had a lot of elements that really set the stage for 3. And it was definitely forward thinking. I guess it was before Bad Company, really. That was the one that was released before that, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a couple problems that occur for what we're talking about, Battlefield 5.
Crap.
One is in 2015, the British leave, or 2016, the British leave the European Union. Now in 2142, the European Union faction is led by the British. So I just saw.
Oh my god.
Oh, you were too fast. So the European Union faction is led by the British, which means that they would have to basically change the lore, and they would be on the hot topic of a pan-Asian, pan-European coalition, essentially, in the true sense of the word, not in like a, not in the way like it's fictional. Like I mean, like they would have to like have an excuse now for the British to essentially be realigned with the EU, and that probably wouldn't sit so well overseas. So they probably either shelved that or didn't want to write in an excuse, which I think they could have. I think they could have written in an excuse, so they could have just wrote the British out of it and made 2142 not canon, which would have been fine. Because Battlefield 3, you could argue, isn't canon, and Battlefield 2 isn't canon because the Bad Company universe is the Battlefield 2 universe, but Battlefield 3 universe is not the Bad Company universe. So there's kind of a lot going on there.
Too much. It's getting more complicated
Yes.
than the friggin' Marvel.
But if you look at it just as if Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, and then Battlefield, this one, 2143, suddenly it would make a lot of sense. And I think people would really welcome the whole change of going to the Titan battles. And they've introduced little pieces of all the elements that 2143 would need in... Oh, that guy got you. They've introduced all the pieces they need for 2143 in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4. Now, if you listen to the theme song for Battlefield 5, just imagine it's 2143 soundtrack. Suddenly, it sounds a lot better. Suddenly, it doesn't sound like... It sounds like impending cold doom. That's the best way to explain the theme. And think of it this way. Would a chick with a cyborg arm fighting on a desolate battlefield in 2143's campaign with like a robot arm, would anybody have raised an eyebrow at that?
I mean, probably some dipshit, but
yeah.
not many people.
No, but it wouldn't have been like oh, we're shoehorning this into World War I or
Right.
World War II. Cold doom, I like that.
Yeah.
So basically, if you look at the way the campaign is set up, in terms of like what they were going for, the whole feeling of it, which is this dark impending crisis, that doesn't. People are kind of sick of that for World War II, and I think, but that would have been probably well welcomed for like a sci-fi future, which would have been 2143. So, if you look at it that way, it makes a lot more sense. And some of the elements that are folded over were basically things that they were setting up for 2143, and again, some dipshit at EA said, hey, well, we let you name it, the last one Battlefield ONE, so this one's going to be Battlefield V for 5, and then it's going to be World War II because the number ones sell better. This is this theory. And then what you have is basically the same mistake they made with 4, where they numbered it when they should have called it 2042, and it probably would have been done better. And they've completely screwed up. And they've committed now to. Oh. So they've committed themselves to World War II. Now, I think there's a question of where these World War II assets came from. And I think the multiplayer aspect, I think they were working on Bad Company 3. And this is kind of part of the theory, too. And I think they folded two projects into each other. I think they folded 2143 into Bad Company 3, and we got Battlefield 5. And it was a mistake. And the reason why I say this is because I looked heavily into their multiplayer announcement trailer, and the multiplayer announcement trailer is all about basically having this diverse group of misfits fighting in World War II. You make your... I mean, for God's sake, they call it company. They call it your company. And that's where all these weird, people were saying the aesthetics are all, like, screwy. Like, where's, like, the regular-looking soldiers? Well, if you think of it this way as an origin for Bad Company, if it's this group of just, like, renegades, like in Kelly's Heroes, which is what Bad Company's based off of, it's a movie. If you guys haven't seen Kelly's Heroes, go check it out. It's Donald Sutherland, Clint Eastwood. It's kind of a classic. But that movie is what they based the original Bad Company and the whole Bad Company concept off of. Now, imagine them taking that back to... Well, first you gotta get that thing up there before it dies.
But they don't start dying until you get close to them.
Oh, really? I thought they just count
so.
down. You just have the time.
I forget how do you hit a middle one?
You just time it. You do the jump
on the
and
way
you time
down.
it. It's hard. You have to be back far enough because of the because the hitbox is like a cone. The hit.
Yeah.
So you have to be like far enough to like just hit the tip of it.
Damn, boy.
I forgot how brutal the deaths are in this.
It says awesome film, so I guess he...
Awesome film. So yeah, you're familiar with that. That was the genesis of Bad Company. Basically, they did, let's do a Modern Warfare version of Kelly's Heroes. And they were kind of mocking the Modern Warfare trend that was going on. I wouldn't
box.
even...
I'm just going to blow it up, yeah. I don't know why I wanted to do that badly.
But that's what Bad Company was based off of. So if you look at it that way and then think, oh my god, they're doing Bad Company Origins, suddenly this company mode with these weird aesthetics makes a lot more sense. It blew them all up. And the multiplayer certainly seemed that way. And I think what they did is they folded the Bad Company idea into the Modiversity idea. And that's what they were advertising it after. And I think, but then they also had the contrasting element of this is a gritty World War II thing. And not a fun World War II thing, which would be more of the style of Bad Company. And they pretty much shot themselves in the foot. That's my theory. And I think it just makes sense. Oh, you can body slam next to it. That's it. Oh, nice. You gotta blow it up, though.
Oh, good call. Actually, did I miss any box?
I don't think so.
I haven't even... I
haven't
know. It's been like on autopilot. I'm trying to listen to pay attention to you more than the game. But...
That's alright. I'm getting you killed, apparently.
No.
So, fucking frog asshole. Got him. But that's my theory regarding Battlefield. And if you listen to the music and then tell me it's not supposed to be 2143, like what they've been setting up, like the designers at DICE have been trying to make 2143 because they've just been hinting at it in every single game. Battlefield 4 was a love letter to 2143, and Battlefield 1 was the precursor to 2143 because it's all the same maps as Battlefield 2142. Okay, let's see this. My issue with EA is twofold. One is Star Wars was a letdown. Yes, I gave them my money and for both games, and I was upset about that. Yeah, they I'm not saying DICE is perfect. They're definitely not saints. For instance, they botched the multiplayer for Medal of Honor, the new ones, in my opinion, and that was completely on DICE because the campaign of particularly the first game was fantastic. So, I don't think DICE is beyond sin, but yeah, they totally botched Star Wars. I think one of the reasons Battlefront 1 and 2 were screwed up was because of the no, they yeah, you got to trigger them. But uh-oh.
No, I did it on purpose.
Oh yeah,
it was gonna blow the thing up.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten every box so far. Whatever. Back to
DICE. So
oh yeah, we do have
DICE.
Whatever. I don't know how much longer you want to keep going. It's already been, but
probably been about an hour. But yeah, so you're talking about Star Wars. Yeah. So EA has. It seems like over the last couple of years they had. I'm calling them suits, but I really don't know what their motivation is. Certainly, people who had no problem insulting the customer base are a major problem. So they fired their project head because of Battlefield 5, and that was completely rightfully so. I don't know if you can.
Oh my god! I forgot about the double jump. Jesus Christ! I was trying to. I'm sitting there seriously.
You unlocked it, and I forgot about it.
I'm
yeah.
Like, how close to the edge can I get where I can like slide jump?
You know what? I forgot about it too. So there you go.
Oh man.
But yeah. So I think there's a lot of politics involved with. For instance, Battlefront 1 shipped, and you know this because you played it. It shipped with no voice chat. So in a team play minus a multiplayer shooter, there was no voice chat, which is insane.
Are you?
You got to just jump on him.
No, I know. I
Did you hit spin accidentally?
Well, no, my first jump I went too far to the right, so it took me out of the. And then I was like just trying to spin him real quick, like just to screw it. I need to destroy the box up there, and the spin lasted long enough that it destroyed the thing that I was bouncing on.
Yeah. them challenges.
Not that good at
So-
this game anymore. You know what? That's the thing though. How good was it actually as a kid? It's like I had fun with them and I had patience, but I don't know.
I wasn't that good when at 2 when I first had it. I went back a couple years later and 100% at 2. 2 was really hard for me. And it's actually 2's a kind of a hard game in general, all things considered. But 3, I believe when I had 3, I got really good at 3 because I platinumed a lot of stuff. So, because there was the platinum speed runs. Does this one have the secret warp room, or was that 2? 2 has the secret warp room.
I think it's just 2.
Yeah, which I like the aesthetic in 2 better. Even though I think this game plays smoother. Probably 2 with you gotta Probably if 2 had 3's controls and special abilities, then maybe they did like if they did like a remaster where they like expanded it, it probably would have been really cool. But
shit, did I get everything? 20 boxes left sounds a little high, but
there's nitros in there.
yeah. Well,
There's 3.
17.
Yep. You're well. I don't know. Actually, what point? Yeah, you got a checkmate left. You're good. You're good. So, okay. Let me read what's going on here as I lean in too close to the mic. The mini PS1.
You lean into the mic to breathe. You like the opposite of Taizan?
Yes,
Day?
I'm Taizan Day. Lean into the
Maybe
mic to breathe. Sorry, my eyes are not that great. I need new glasses, so.
We
Think going to alternate history, you shouldn't say you're going to be accurate. When you're going to push from diversity. I know it's a fan base. Yeah. Is this the mini PS1? No, this is PS3 with the old one. The old game.
Yeah. I haven't, you know, well, aside from the fact that I'm lucky enough to have a lot. I don't know about you. When I was a kid, we used to. I don't know. Maybe it's like that sort of middle. Fuck you.
That's
that thing where it was like, you know, it was like middle class. So I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, it was rough. But like, we weren't rich enough where like parents were buying me every little fucking thing I wanted. So it would end up like trading games in a lot to try to, you know what I mean?
I regret every game I've traded in except for one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But we still have a lot of them. The thing for me, I have some problems with like. You play it, please, for God's sake. What is happening?
Keep talking.
With like inflammation of like tendons and stuff in my hand, and the D-pad for me gets tiring to use for a while. And I know. I do appreciate they're keeping it classic. It's like literally the aesthetic of the first generation one, but it has no analog sticks.
There's no analog sticks on that one? Seriously?
Or at least the promo picture. I don't know if maybe there's both, but no, it's like literally the exact aesthetic and controller you would get of like the first generation PlayStation.
That shocked
which
me.
is cool.
That shocked me so much. I just got killed by it, dude.
And yeah, the EB Games trade area. Yeah. EB, what was Babbage's? That was I don't think EB was just actually called Electronics Boutique. Not they didn't truncated it. And I don't think when did GameStop start coming around?
GameStop was.
I was like teenagers, I think.
Maybe like late middle school.
Yeah,
they weren't
after
here
the millennium. Like
definitely after 2000. Oh god.
Okay, see, I'm not.
Dude, no, it's
right,
it's something about the angle
try.
of that area. Like it's a little deceiving where you got jumped in.
But but actually, this specifically, I'd actually forgotten. These were on the we had the whole Crash trilogy and Metal Gear Solid on the hard drive here, and this really shitty port of Rainbow Six that. Don't get the one on PlayStation. The one on N64 was not horrible, and it had like co-op, so that was cool.
That is cool. Yeah, sometimes PlayStation, despite being the more powerful console, would get really bad ports of stuff. And I don't know why. There you go, yeah, Rainbow Six was a good example. There was a couple games that just had... Rush. Rush had it bad.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, Rush's port was... I don't know if it was bad, but it was so much worse than the port 64 got.
What happened to my double jump? What? I fucking hit X again when.
Do you have to? I think you have to hit it at the peak of your jump. I don't think you can
waited too
wait
long.
till you fall. Yeah. Oh well.
What is happening?
Well, you know what? I completely forgot about it, and that would have saved me when I was dodging the wizard.
Wizard.
I come in the name of the genie. What was the? What was the was it a genie? What was the thing, or was it a wizard in Mega 64? Oh, it gave you one of the dudes. You can just hit them right in the face if you jump forward. I think you got it. Yep.
Well, that was pretty
If you
bad.
jump straight
That'd be
at them
painful
and
to
hit
watch.
them right in between the...
Yeah,
chests,
I
you
forgot
can
what the
actually
strategy
blast
was
them.
with them. I don't know. Okay, he's saying his middle school years were late 90s. Well,
So
yeah.
he...
You know what's funny?
Well,
I guess
I was 01, I was in 7th grade. So...
Yeah, we were 2000 to 2003.
Yeah.
There's like the 3-year period of...
Yeah.
And that's funny. Like, when you're that age, that would have been a huge fucking difference. Like, like you couldn't
Yeah.
imagine, like, hanging out with
Oh,
a high
yeah,
school
no.
kid.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
now that it's, like, people that are just about 30 to
Kinda
somebody
once
that's
you
in
get
their early
over,
to
like,
mid-30s, it's
25,
kind of
nobody
like...
gives a shit.
Yeah, I don't even think about age disparity or anything,
No.
but... That is funny.
03 when he left out. Yeah, so you're 3 years up on us, basically.
4.
4.
Because we graduated high school in 07. The problem is, like,
Yes.
the spring, you start...
What's
in,
I remember...
You start in fall and end in
okay,
spring.
this is how stupid high school yearbook people are. So we were the class of 007, right? So you think that we would have the 007 themed yearbook, right? No, they gave that to 2006.
Yeah.
So it was 006 themed, like the bad guy from GoldenEye.
Dude, Sean Bean, baby.
Yeah,
Tribute,
and
great tribute.
it wasn't even Sean Bean thing. It wasn't even like a joke.
Alright,
They just
no,
like
yeah. But here's the thing: how many fucking high schools do you think did that? How many like everybody
That's
and their
true.
fucking cousin must have done 007. So you know what?
all right,
then
all right.
I will give that to them
True, but then why do it for 06?
because it's like we're gonna get ahead of everyone.
You know, now I know that those are like Islamic ladies in burqas. I thought they were ninjas that threw fire when I was a kid. I just
know what?
assumed those were
Yeah.
ninjas.
Why not? It's a good ninja trick. Just tossing
I
fire down.
didn't know why they were ninjas in the Middle East, but I just thought like, okay, so there's ninjas now throwing shit at me.
Well,
There's a lady who like drops pots and shit on you too, I think. But like I thought
Yeah.
that was a ninja. It's not. It's
yeah, not a ninja. It's,
definitely not a ninja.
Just a woman in an Islamic garb. Well,
As you hit a guy on a flying carpet.
yeah. Hey,
Could you
in
imagine
fairness-
that now? Like somebody did that. They'd be like, "Oh, the enemies are ladies in
Oh,
burqas."
shit.
You had the
Man.
double jump, man. You could have made it.
Do you think I'm not pressing the X? It's because I don't.
Oh, you're not hitting
It's
it at
because
the right
I was realizing what I did like slightly too late, so I hit it slightly too late, and just nothing happens.
There you
So
go. All right.
technically, I'm still failing, but you know, whatever.
Wow, that's ninjas. Yeah, no, they look like ninjas, don't they? If you're a little kid and you don't know shit, like that's a ninja to you. That's not some lady. You don't know what that means. Maybe now.
Well, has it ever been confirmed that they're not ninjas? Because
I
it could be infiltrators.
they could.
you know?
I guess they could be ninjas.
Dude, do you think they're gonna bless a missile? Oh, that's a stream.
I wonder if you know what? I wonder if they're in the remake, the HD remake, because like that might be something that's considered non-kosher, for lack of a better explanation.
I mean,
I mean, it doesn't
it's
bother
not like
me.
it's implied that they're. It's
Maybe-
not like
well,
they're sitting around.
but are they just random Islamic ladies, or
If-
are they
if
Cortex's
it has-
robots?
Right.
And he's like, oh, the lady robots
If
got
it
to
had
wear
something
the...
to do with suicide bombing, I feel like that might. but if it's
if
just
they jumped out of the window and
yeah, like
exploded.
that might have been like okay, we're but I mean they're just like tossing shit out a window. I don't know. It's just a
I don't know. No, that's a good point though. I think you just drop on him. He's got that. He sounds like he's got the castanets. Just admit it, you're not hitting the X.
No.
Actually,
No,
I'm watching him. He's hitting it, but you have to hit it at the right.
yeah. No,
point
it's
in the
because
jump.
there's like that probably 0.4, 0.5 seconds of me like realizing what I had done and that there was a carpet missing before I like even thought to hit the double. So yeah, I was
Yeah.
hitting it like in the like. Watch, I'll do it here.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
wow, that took so long. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? Yeah. There's no excuse for the terrible playing.
yeah.
I'm
it's-
just
it's because we're trying to like talk and play it soon. That's probably
no.
what's
It's because
going on.
I haven't played this game in like 7 years, and probably 7 years before that. Like,
Yeah.
and again, ooh,
Yeah. I do love.
oh,
the,
you can double jump after
Yeah.
after a tall jump.
Yes. Yes, you can.
That helps.
It's a pretty.
It's fact. Ooh,
You just gotta break the boxes.
almost.
No. No, you Oh,
No, but
I
just
see.
meant, like,
You're doing the hard way. You
I'll
break the
try
top
to
box
belly
first.
flop everything. Yeah.
All right.
shit.
You got a super jump,
You know what I'm gonna do?
I think.
Oh, for God's sake! Come on.
You can get it from the center one if you. There you go. Now you just have to double.
What are you doing, dude?
I don't know what you.
Alright,
I guess that's a way to get it. I guess that's a way to get it.
Ugh.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. So that's my theory regarding Battlefield, is that they folded assets of Bad Company 3, which was supposed to take place in World War II, into 2143, which was obviously supposed to be the future. And it's a total shame because, again, they could have avoided...
Thank you for your applause.
Applause.
'Cause
They could have avoided a lot of... They could have had their, chick with the cyborg arm, and nobody would have said anything. But I think some people who are, like, extra diversity conscious or something... Oh, come on, really?
Ooh, nice. Oh,
How did
look at
that
that.
happen?
That's beautiful.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. That's cool. You can just sneak under one. Ooh,
Ah.
you're gonna have to. Ooh,
Whoa!
that worked.
That was close.
Look at that though. Oh man, what a pimp! Look at this guy.
There you go.
Body slamming it. Just
I'm on the thing. Why is my phone, like, dinging like crazy? No sound.
Yeah, man, come on. Are we pro streamers?
We're
or what?
getting
Can't have you.
retweets. We're just not getting joins. We got rowdy text in here. That's all right. That's all we need. One rowdy text is
As long as
worth
we have
like
one person.
I don't know,
Yeah.
35 people from Vermont or something. I don't know.
Fuck cheese.
No, Wisconsin's the cheese. Does Vermont have cheese too?
Vermont cheddar. I think that's just what was in my head. I don't know if they're actually famous for that. but-
Oh, we
thing,
might
isn't
not be
it?
able to get the gem because we have to do this in one.
Oh yeah. Well, good thing that we tried so hard
We tried, yeah.
and got so
maybe.
far, but
We'll
in
find
the
out.
end, it didn't.
In the end, it
matter.
doesn't even matter.
God damn.
Whoa.
How true.
Yep.
That song's never
Truer
been so
words were
profound.
never sung.
Yeah. Until right now.
I wish
Oh,
I wish Chester was still alive just so he could be the living meme that really
Anytime.
he deserved to be. Because whoa,
man.
it over
Speaking of living
that was
memes,
weird.
This
like pulled me. There we go. Just a little jump.
sure, just like me with the double jump that doesn't exist. Now
No, look
all
at that!
of a
Look at
sudden
that! Look at
you're
that! It's pulling
getting
me.
pulled. All right, hold on. I'll watch your controller. Try to do it again. See if I can describe what's happening. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on here. The PS3's analogs are not as responsive as the PS1's analogs, and I don't
I actually never had
100%
them.
know why.
I don't know if I've ever touched a PS1 analog.
Really?
controller.
They're
Yeah, 'cause we never-
they're a little stiffer than Bye Monkey. They're a little stiffer than the ones from on the PS2. That's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
Couldn't see.
Isn't Vermont cheddar a fucking thing?
Am
I high? Okay, hold
it's
up.
got to
Let
be.
me-
It's got to be a thing.
Let me.
I mean, I'm sure every state's got cheese of some sort. But I don't think cheese when I think Vermont. I think ice cream and old hippies.
Genuine Vermont cheddar. Extra. I'm sure I've just seen that in the supermarket, and
What?
that's what it became to me.
Oh,
I
you
know
looked
Vermont-
away. I glitched
Oh.
through the wall.
Oh damn! Well,
That was
people-
bizarre.
The stream saw that, so
Yeah.
and I'll have to go back and watch the replay.
I wonder if it has to do with the emulation.
Well, this is a This is a game from PSN, so
Isn't it still emulating technically though?
I don't know how it works. Yeah, no, you're right. I don't know
Wow.
if they have to do something to. No, I guess they would still emulate the same way. Yeah.
No!
We.
Come on!
I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't know if I've ever gotten hit from behind by one of those monkeys. That sounded good out of context.
What? Oh god.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wow. He had to walk through that wall in shame.
Fuck that guy. Got him.
Yeah, he's concurring the PS1 sticks were stiff. I feel
Yeah,
like
they were really.
Did they keep
really
getting like?
stiff.
Because I haven't even.
Yeah,
touched
PS3s are
two-
lighter than PS2s, but PS4s feel closer to the PS2 stack.
Yeah, they're like a good,
yeah.
great medium. I think that's a great controller. The more
how
do you feel now that you've played a lot?
No, I fully agree. I think it's superior to the PS3 controller by far. I was really worried with that like touchpad shit that it was going to get super gimmicky or not last long, or like there would be a trade-off. But honestly, it's more comfortable.
No, I think
the sticks feel better.
the triggers are the best.
The trigger, yeah, the shoulders feel. I'm gonna be honest. I used to think PS2 shoulder was the premier, which is why I always liked the PS2 controller the best. Oh no, you can't double jump that, or he falls off. I used to think that was the pinnacle, but since I've been playing with the PS4, I think the PS4 is just better all around. Which is good because the 3 I felt like was a downgrade in a lot of ways. They try to make it softer. Kind of when you pick up a new PS3 controller, it feels like a heavily used PS2 controller, which means it's workable. It's not like it's not like a huge problem. I'm gonna blow this monkey up, but it's not quite the same. That get him? That got him. But all right, and jump.
You can get them from kind of far.
Yeah.
The reach of the swirl.
Actually, that was the one thing in Crash 1, the reach was not good. Oh, we got it.
Ooh,
we just didn't get the Super Gem.
No, but still, tight work. We did it. Teamwork.
I didn't know.
The lesson tonight was teamwork.
Actually, that's actually one of the things in the old games. Like, now, it's really obvious how to get that platform to appear, which is just not to die up to that point. But when I was little, I didn't know that. I just thought that was just, like, when I just saw it there, I was like, oh, let me try this thing. And then it, and then it failed.
Strategy guides. What else did we... Well, game magazines would probably focus on actual strategy and stuff for existing games. I'm saying prior to the internet being popular, like...
You used to have to wait for the strategy mag to come out to learn stuff.
Other than like
now, if it's there, it's usually discovered.
I just remembered they had like 1-800-Nintendo. All right, you got to be careful about putting shit down on this. Well, I don't know why I just picked it. It didn't matter. It was already down. But
sounds about right. Remember PS1 6 for stick.
Makes dream work. Yeah, I agree. We got. Yeah. That was the lesson tonight. Is
just instinctively, I hope that's not making too much noise. I keep putting the controller down next to the microphone. But yeah. Well, speaking of teamwork, there. 1-800-Nintendo, yeah. Well, there was a couple companies had like tip guides and stuff, and like things you could like mail them. I don't know what the tip for. Well, I'm saying I don't know what tip is, but here it is. Like, you don't know about the skull pads until you do it. And there was a lot of secrets. Like Crash 2 had there was 5 like major secrets, and there was a couple secret levels, and there was the secret warp room.
Sir. Pesky little rat.
This one has a secret warp room. It's got secret levels.
Crystals and
I believe it.
Remember if you hit the alien crossing sign in one of the, I think it's the next bike race.
Oh shit!
It takes you to like a special level
like that.
And I think there's a couple secrets, because Fake Crash makes an appearance.
Oh yeah! Oh god! Nice.
And
good memes. We did. Oh.
I think I posted the other day that I don't know if did I send it to you? Or maybe we were just watching it, the old Japanese Crash Bandicoot
There you go.
commercials.
Look at this.
It's a bandicoot fish.
Bandifish.
It's an abomination
Bandiceel.
before God killed it.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever actually called the one, but I just remember them existing.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I was like, you're gonna charge me? That's stupid. Also, like, that's the kind of thing like a little kid would call. How many calls did they get from like 8-year-olds?
Wow. Alright.
I don't know why.
I'm getting careless now. It's getting.
Those guys, I never figure them out. Huh? You didn't die, right?
I forget. I literally already. I don't think I did, but did
That's a colored gem path. I don't remember how to get that. Yeah, no, you're supposed to not die. Dude, that's a.
Oh, you hit it?
Yeah.
You murder it?
You've never hit that? It gives you a dude to ride on.
Oh shit! I forgot. That's how long it's been. It looked dangerous, so I was like, you know what? Maybe Crash. Maybe I'm just intrepid enough to just go along.
Yeah.
What was that?
You just jumped off him. You can dismount him.
That's how you do it?
Yeah. I think he's got the double jump, if I remember correctly. Nah, he just has like a regular. really
Okay,
like
so
it.
that's what R1 does. I tried to sprint.
Oh.
That's a little Naughty Dog. I'm gonna have to, because if like they
Yeah, if you were trying to make a serious jump and you hit that, you get dumped out right into the lava.
which they oh my god, why can't I think of the word right now? Not program you, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. They kind of they teach you one thing.
They teach you to do that with
defy you.
Coco's Tiger, and then
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this character. You know why I forgot? Because it doesn't appear in Crash Team Racing. Everybody appears in Crash Team Racing except for this thing.
thanks, buddy.
Oh, did it just kick you off?
Yeah, that was
I think they're showing you that because later on, when you're running, I think that thing can just run through the grass without being slowed down.
yeah.
Let's see, Jurassic Park has taught us anything.
Yeah,
eggs are
exactly.
bad
I literally
news.
just. You know, when I watched that movie again, like maybe a month or two ago.
Well, I
First
thought
time
it
in a
was.
long
I thought
time.
it was Jurassic Park 3 that had the eggs, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't think one had
incubators.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, well, the raptors and shit.
had-
are in.
Whatever. I don't know. It's just dinosaur eggs are just bad news. I don't know what else to say. Well, actually, of course I was proved wrong.
All right. So what is? Have you seen the new ones?
Oh, Jurassic World.
Yeah. I'm. I give them a thumbs down because I think not that they're not okay popcorn movies, because in some ways they kind of are, but I think in terms of like it just pales in comparison to what is that?
It's like the double jump icon, or
Oh, you might need the super body slam with the explosion to hit both of those. Just hit next to it. That's how you do it. And then, like, if you get close enough, you'll be able to blast the other one. I think that's what it's telling you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course, why they tip you off. That was generous of them.
He says he liked him. I didn't. See
You
him
liked
at all.
them? I don't know. I like Chris Pratt a lot. I think he's cool. I think he's kind of a fun actor. But I just think like the first movie is so good and it's kind of hard to. Oh god,
shit,
that's
that was a bad movie.
Yeah, that was. Oh, those things
I missed the
speak
boost,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, he's mad.
Yeah.
He got
Wow.
you.
He's
The baby bop just crushed your ass.
Alright, now I'm ready.
There you go. Alright.
Oh my god, come on.
Oh man, this is intense watching. Oh. You don't need to hit those. The dinosaur will destroy them.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yes.
Sick.
They don't do that to you, which is kind of surprising.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, I
it's the
forgot
skull
there was
path
the-
then.
Right. Well, whatever. And that was a waste.
Well, now you know. Jurassic World is the proper sequel.
It's like the first one, you mean?
You mean like the first Jurassic World, as in like the first Jurassic World over Jurassic Park 2? I would agree. I like that better than 2. Some people really like 2. I don't see what they see in it. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's what he's talking about. I would agree. It's a better sequel to 1 than 2 is. Crash got a yo-yo?
Yeah, dude.
I
That's.
don't remember that.
Oh,
He's never good with it.
Yeah, he's good enough. Ooh, there we go. The untangled in an instant.
Just instant untangling.
Hit ups. I don't remember what's even left.
No, we did that one apparently.
Didn't
It's
do
the
second.
race. That's what's left.
I think I just did third. No, you did. Well, whatever.
14, I think, is where we're at.
Oh, so you got
one
underworld.
underwater. I'm not doing that underwater crap.
Oh, boy. Actually, I don't know if it's already been an hour and a half almost. So.
All right, well, we'll clear this warp room and we'll beat this boss, and then we'll call it quits.
Or we'll save it.
What's the
maybe.
controls?
Just access gas.
Square brake.
I think. I don't know. I mean,
I do love that the motorcycle has like the worst acceleration
yeah.
compared to the cars. Like the motorcycle off the line would annihilate a car, but it would be top speed is where the cars would have a huge advantage. But oh yeah, look at that.
Let's just say
Should I even go for the gem?
Crash couldn't get his license to for bigger than like a 50cc or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, don't. I know in. Oh wow!
This is the secret. Yeah. Which I believe I discovered on accident.
2's okay, but even the movies recognize. Yeah, the lore doesn't acknowledge them. So. No.
Well, yeah, the lore is.
Oh
yeah,
god!
you have to get a
Alright,
gem.
I forgot
in there,
all
too.
about this.
There's a rune as well.
Oh wow!
What's the? Isn't there a boost button? I'm trying to remember.
I would have figured it was R1. What was it? What did you just? Or was that just
no,
the
that was
ramp
just me
did
hitting
it?
the gas and exploding immediately. But yeah, this
Yeah,
is
so
literally only for the gem,
Well,
which means I probably shouldn't have done this. I should have just done the race.
damn boy.
What am I doing? What am I supposed to do? Is there a boost?
I do.
Oh God! That was a
This
mistake.
is, Coco's just learning to jet ski. You know what I mean?
If anyone who hasn't played this game, this is some of the most frustrating controls in PS1 history. The camera doesn't follow where you face, which means it's really hard to. Okay, that's how you do it. Oh God, it's really hard to kind of predict
tricky.
where you're going, and the turning is really weird. So you kind of like right there. Like I'm trying to line up on this, and it's really, really difficult. Got it. There we go.
Yeah, I think you have a lot of inertia, so you have to like turn less than probably what your instinct is.
Yeah.
I think I just got used to it, like, and I just have retained it from.
I think
childhood.
this is the mission with Fake Crash. Maybe there's another one. There might be a second one of these, and I just don't remember. This always reminds me of like Diddy Kong Racing for some reason. I think
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's just the environment.
Yeah, and the fact that
God.
you're just on a random. I don't know what to call it, an adventure sports vehicle. Like,
Oh, I got to. You know what I got to do? I got to go pop the get the nitro box first, and then I can. Then I
I
can
go back and forth between
Yeah.
this world and the other.
No. This is all. This is This counts as a separate level. It doesn't make you hit all the boxes in the race and hit them here. I just gotta find the nitro box. I wish there was a bomb box.
Yeah, that would be convenient, but probably.
Let's get out of here.
Well,
You are really fast though. That is
Check
kind of
the-
nice.
check the extremities, maybe around the. Yeah.
I know it's somewhere. Shark of Doom.
What about that? Yeah, you gonna check around that island? Or
Which island?
that?
Oh, to the left here? I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the rendering is not super far, so you have to kind of. Let's do that. Okay, got that one. I think I'm gonna do this. So I got the hang of it now.
That's just daring.
the
You gotta
other
come
way.
from the other side, maybe.
Well, it's got a friend. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how the playtesters played this, and we're not like.
Are you sure there's nothing out there like the booze?
No,
out
I'm
there for some
that's what I'm
reason?
going out there.
Oh, okay.
This map is not linear like the other ones,
Yeah.
but there's like nitro everywhere. Now I don't know if the nitro pops the boxes that they're next to or not. There's got to be a nitro blaster. How many? Yeah, triangle tells you. Yeah, it does tell you how many boxes. So you're not just hunting. That was. Oh God!
no. Sad day.
It came back.
I haven't played Diddy Kong in so long.
Maybe it's
I
the
don't even
music.
remember what the music
I would agree. The music is very Diddy Kong Racing. I think I
Remember
missed
it
something
was.
back here. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna... That shark's gonna murder me. Let's just avoid that. I'm on a mission. I'm looking for
I'll
the
never
box.
get murdered again.
Never get murdered. What's his face? What the hell's that guy's not the actor, but the
The character?
the guy who plays it.
The quote I was just saying? That guy.
No, I know. Yeah, his name.
Oh, Nathan Barnett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him at Too Many Games,
Oh, yeah!
and he's a nice guy. He is surprisingly short.
Got him.
And I don't mean that like in a mean way, but it's like he kind of like in all his videos, he just kind of appears like really tall and lanky.
I think it's because he's lanky. So
Yeah.
maybe he's presumed.
But he kind of comes off like a little imposing, but he's not. He's just like a normal, like he's like I don't know, shorter than me, but like not that I'm super tall, but it just surprised me. Like he seems kind of larger than life in his videos, and he just
Yeah, I guess
when you meet him in
that's-
person, it's like you almost gotta like double take.
Yeah, when you've only like known someone from stuff on a screen,
Yeah,
there can be like little like weird things that surprise you, like
I
or
missed.
assumptions you didn't realize you were making. Sure. Yeah.
Almost died. All right, I'm completely lost. I probably should.
What's in that cave? The one you just passed on your right? What was that?
Was
Was
it
that
a cave?
no.
It's out of bounds.
Oh god. All right. I don't know how much longer.
Yeah. You know what? Can I quit this mission?
Yep.
Let's go to Warper.
Warp it. Whatever.
Forget that.
YOLO.
The mission takes too long. Diddy Kong Racing? Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. That's what I was.
Say that about it.
Oh, you didn't know why I was bringing that up. Sorry.
Yes.
I was bringing it up because of
The Diddy Kong Racing. That was a really weird game. And once you unlock TT, you kind of just have to use him the whole time, which kind of sucks. But there was a
You know
couple,
what we'll have to
there was a
do?
couple
We'll,
different things.
well, I'm
Crash
sure
Crash did the original Teabag,
some of
by
these
the way.
like cult, or not even cult, because that's obviously a very mainstream game, but just anything that was like popular but it's old now. Like, how much do you think a card for that of Diddy Kong Racing goes for? Let's say we can compare, 'cause you still have Crash Team Racing, right?
I do have CTR,
So we can
which
compare them back.
which
oh, no,
took me a long
fuck.
time. I never. I 100% at the campaign. I did not 100% the track times, so I could unlock what's his face, the alien. There's that game. When that game gets hard, it gets really hard, and I don't think I ever cleared it out and beat the times. Then again, you're probably supposed to use like a specific character on certain tracks to get a certain time. I usually used yeah, I'm trying to think. I used Coco originally because she had like really good acceleration, and then Crash was kind of in the middle, and then I tried using Tiny because his top speed is the best. But I don't really know if that translates to being faster. So y'all gotta go get some rest. Nah. We're gonna go beat another Halo game.
Actually, yeah.
Probably
You
something.
want to start one in there or something?
Maybe yeah. We should probably do one
Played,
because we did
We did three.
We did 3 and 4. Which 4 was pretty good. 4 felt like a proper sequel to 3, and I think that's probably the highest compliment you can get when this switches development teams. So
Yeah.
the weapons felt good. The sound design was excellent.
Yeah. I mean, we played it on the. I don't know. Do you have any experience with Halo?
Me?
Rowdy Tech? No.
Rowdy Texan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have maybe presumed that like just randomly addressing that to no one would.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'll say the Master Chief Collection impressed me.
yeah, being
I
able
was-
to play them all kind of back to back and
Not having to change
it
discs
also
or
made
anything.
4. Like I could see if somebody was like.
Yeah, I could see someone who had been waiting a long time hating 4. But we played 3, and then we played 4, and it felt good.
And it was nice to have it be kind of different. And
Yeah,
more.
it was nice. It was nice in a lot of ways. God, they finally got the feel of the weapons from Halo 1 back. That was the biggest problem in 3, and really in 2, but in 2 a lot of it had to do with the sound design. But in 3, like, the assault rifle is so weak, and the submachine gun is so weak. And there's really only a couple viable weapons that you can use, which is pretty much like the sniper rifle and the battle rifle. And everything else you're kind of suffering through when you try to use the weapons. Not in Halo 4. In Halo 4, the human weapons particularly, and the Covenant weapons, they feel really good the whole time you're using them.
Yeah.
In fact, you don't use them enough. I think the Forerunner weapons get a little stale.
Yeah.
But they weren't. They also didn't feel useless though, because that's the other problem is that the plasma rifle in 3 is pretty useless.
Sure. That's 2 and 3 had the dual wielding.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the intent. They balanced everything for dual wielding, but it's just not that good. But
So the only experience with Halo 1, which classic. And
what difficulty? We played a 4 on heroic, right?
Yeah, we did both.
I would say that was definitely harder than 3.
Yeah, I think all of them. I think 3 is probably the easiest campaign.
Yeah.
Of any of them.
We were pretty seasoned going into 4, and we still were having to like slow ourselves down, unlike in when we kind of played 3, where we were just rushing through. No, I've none other than Halo 1. Well, if you liked Halo 1, I don't think you would be doing a disservice to jump to Halo 4 right after the fact. If you want something on the modern console. Or I should say, get the Master Chief Collection, and then you'll get all of them. And 4 feels more like 1 than 3 does. Which is really good, because that was kind of that's the main complaint with 3. But 3 is still... I forgot how much I love that damn game. So... Alright. Now that we've talked with Ray Texan and I've spouted my Battlefield theory,
Yeah.
which I will spout again.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah,
going to
you
do
should
another
make, like,
video.
a refined video that's maybe edited down.
Yes.
Get that going viral, and then call them out and say, "Hey, Dice."
No, I think it's true.
I'm
Like
on to you.
I
know
think
you did.
someone basically they folded 2 projects into each other, and that's there's no other kind of explanation for the silliness that they've done.
Grab that other.
Okay, charge it up. Oh, the music
Just
ended.
got
Look at
upset.
that. Well,
Got really
I'm holding the
upset that I
controller
just did
running and playing. All right, how do we terminate this broadcast?
All right, thank you very much for being here, sir.
Yes,
We
we
not Tim. Although thank you for being my friend and being here as well. Thanks all around.
Thank me, or it's over.
Oh shit.
It's over.
Tanked it for now. Well, you know what though? I have Crash to comfort me all night.
All right, you know what? I'm going. That's it.
All right. Well, he's
leaving.
done. And we.
You got Crash now. All right. That's all. That's who you need. I know how it is.
And Coco.
You and your.
We're doing our
That's a very furry.
polyamory's in, baby. Yeah, and furry.
Yeah.
Shit. And it's all 2019. Here we go.
Hey, look at that. Coco was the lead in this game. This game was forward thinking. So.
Yeah, she got front billing. All right. Well, I don't know. We'll. Yeah, man, thanks for being here. See ya.